Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wolf Quest, here with the Dawn Pack, with Dawn and Onyx, who have just woken up in the middle of the night to find that their youngest pup, Primrose, is no longer with us. I'm afraid the illness that has swept through this land for so long was simply too much for Primrose's small body, and she did not survive the illness. And unfortunately, the Crow has also become much more sickly. He only has one more day of the sickness advancing before he too would be taken by the same disease that has now claimed young Primrose. And I am so sad and so sorry because I know so many of you had fallen in love with little Primrose and you really wanted to see her be able to make it to the summer hunting grounds, and we were only a little bit of hunting away before all of the pups were fully trained and we could take all of them. And unfortunately, it's too late. Now we only have Nightpaw, who is the strongest of the pups that we had in Dawn and Onyx's second litter, and Crow left. And Crow has become very weak, but both of the boys have already learned everything that they need to know in order to take on life here in the wild. And so Dawn and Onyx are going to start heading to the summer hunting grounds with their two remaining pups. So let's go ahead and feed them up. We want everybody to be strong for the journey. We no longer need to train them. We no longer need to hunt any more elk. We no longer need to try to hunt down predators to teach the pups to chase away, because they will be strong enough to handle learning how to live in the wild. So this is very tragic. I was really hoping, but unfortunately Primrose couldn't make it this last day when I thought this would be the last day, the last bit of training needed. But it makes sense. The bigger our pack is and the more puppies we have, the more we would have to focus on making sure that we trained all of them. But with just two surviving pups and this terrible, terrible illness that has swept through the land for so long, well, at least it means that we don't have as many struggles for food resources, and at least it means that we will be able just to move straight to the summer hunting ground, since both the boys have grasped all of the lessons we've been trying to teach them. I feel like Dawn wouldn't even feel a lot of rage towards this coyote. She would just feel sort of a muted desire to remove the coyote from the picture and to carry on with the pups. Let's go back over to Nightpaw and grab him as well. Alright, so we have gotten these two, and let's see if we start running, if we can actually convince Onyx to go and get Crow, because he does not like Crow to be left behind for very long. Alright, Crow is still over there. Let's go ahead and grab him, and we'll bring him along. Come on, Crow. We want to take you and Nightpaw to the summer hunting ground now, and hopefully it'll just be a very quick journey through the night, away from the river and away from the tragedies that Dawn has had to feel with her second litter. So it's so sad, and I know a lot of you are going to be very upset, but life in the wild is very difficult. And when we did choose to stay and seek out the foxes rather than run straight for the summer hunting ground, we did choose only the strongest would be able to survive. And it's beginning to look more and more like that's just going to be either Nightpaw or Crow. And this also means if we make it to the summer hunting ground today, that all of you will be left with a choice of who to follow. If we are able to bring both puppies there, then we will choose between the two puppies to see whose side story and side adventure we will follow as we try to unlock more of the achievements that our wolf pack still has to do in Wolf Quest 2.7, and also their own unique stories, so that Crow and Nightpaw will have a chance to actually tell their own story, even if they are not chosen in the future as the wolf to inherit the Dawn pack and carry on the legacy in the future. And we do hopefully still have quite a future ahead of us, because you guys have continually held your support for our wolf pack. You have been following them through all of the tragedies they have had to face, and I have begun to remember all of the stories, all of the twists, all of the challenges that really made these adventures what they were for us. And hopefully one of the puppies will be able to pick up some of those adventures and challenges. Moose's job was to roam along the empty city streets and to try to find some moose to fight, and I'm not exactly sure what Crow or Nightpaw's futures could hold. But by the end of the day, if we make it to the summer hunting ground with both of them, you guys will have the opportunity to vote between the two, and each one will have their own unique challenge ahead of them that will hopefully give them possibly a mate to find, that will hopefully give them, oh, look at that. Almost there. Where's some food? Let's go ahead and snag a little bit of that carcass and feed the puppies really quickly. There's a dangerous little dip there. But hopefully whatever Crow and Nightpaw will have as their potential side stories for whoever you end up voting for, it will be a really amazing story that we will learn a lot from and will hopefully enjoy quite a bit and may even lead to them having puppies of their own. So let's run over with Dawn. And we have to remember too that if Dawn and Onyx, they're going to have to face a big challenge if they decide to have a third litter. Because Onyx does have, unknown to him, his brother Raven and the Dark Crow pack. Or maybe we should call them the Dark Raven pack. That makes a lot more sense. They're new, so I'm still coming up with their names properly. But the Dark Raven, the Dark Raven Forest Pack is watching over Onyx and Dawn, and they have noticed that even if the sickness is here, at least they seem to have healthy puppies, which is something that the Dark Raven Pack has struggled to even do. So if Dawn and Onyx do decide to have a third litter, you guys are going to need to make some very important decisions about what to do, because the story that Onyx unlocked, I can't believe you guys chose that one on the poll too, is that any puppy that Dawn and Onyx has in their third litter who is targeted by a stranger wolf once they arrive to the dens here will immediately be kidnapped and taken to the Dark Raven Pack. And we will not see them again in the Dawn Pack. We may possibly follow their stories in the Dark Raven Pack, but not in the Dawn Pack. So yeah, things could get very, very interesting indeed. Alright, it seems extremely safe, so let's go ahead and pick Little Crow up. He's lagging behind because he's weaker, but maybe the food, maybe the grasses over in the summer hunting ground will be a better place for him. And he won't be as exposed, there you are little one, to all of the illnesses. Good. And Onyx is bringing Nightpaw. Crow has started to pick up the pace again. But maybe if we can get him out of here today, then we will be able to take him somewhere where the food is healthier and he won't struggle as much, and he can regain some of the health that he should have as a pup. Alright, let's go ahead and feed him a little bit and feed Nightpaw just a little bit so they keep their strength up. The thing about only having 2 pups is that there's plenty to go around now. Alright, we'll continue heading. Let's give it a good run. Nightpaw is pretty strong, and he is definitely a puppy of the night. We did roll night, by the way, which is why it is currently night. And that does make it a little trickier to see some of the predators who could be lurking. Alright, we've almost got enough. Come on, Nightpaw. Crow's starting to wander a little bit, but he's sticking nearby. Alright, we'll give it another good run. The wide open fields. I don't think Dawn likes the night. I think she prefers having the rising sun. There we go. Onyx is kicked in. Come on, Nightpaw. The further we go now, the farther Onyx will bring Crow. And he's coming with him. There we go. That's what I want to see. Good job, Night. Okay, good. Good job with Crow. And now Nightpaw's in the back. Alright, there we are. And if you guys have some ideas on some of the challenges or stories that Crow or Nightpaw could possibly face, I would love to hear them, because your creativity is really what helps to bring so much of this to life. And I'm so sad about Stone, and I agree with many of you that Stone just never really had a chance. He was here and gone so quickly. He was just such a brief little life, and that is quite the tragedy. Alright, come on, Crow. Come on, Nightpaw. You two can do it. I think we have to carry Crow a lot because he is definitely the weaker of the two. And we chased all this food over here way back when, hoping that it would be enough for our pups. And in the end, we have more than enough food for all of our pups. Nightpaw is pretty brave too. He doesn't seem to mind the fact that he often has to catch up with the others. Oh, look at the little family. I don't think that Dawn is like entirely heartbroken about how things have turned out, but I do think that she's a little bit sad, to say the least. Losing Stone so suddenly, when he was just so young, we had literally just left the den, and then losing Primrose, curious Primrose, who tried so hard to be like a healthy puppy and a happy pup, and she didn't really seem to ever fuss, and then all of a sudden she was gone. That was difficult too. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a bunny! Oh, lucky rabbit's foot! Look at that! Oh, Crow! Crow, come on. A lucky rabbit's foot might be exactly the kind of food. There we go. That Crow needs, actually. So let's go ahead and give both puppies a little bit of the lucky rabbit's foot. Gosh, doesn't that bring back memories of Atlas and his mate? Oh my goodness, I miss having all of their challenges too. I have to say, it's even more fun once you start mixing and matching and twirling in a whole bunch of the challenges and giving the pack a sense of a legacy that they are carrying on and a legacy that they are part of. Alright, so Onyx is grabbing Nightpaw. Let's go ahead and have him drop Nightpaw right there. We'll grab Crow, and we're almost there, you guys. So of the two pups, which is the one that you would pick to follow for a side story? Now that we have pushed through and they hopefully will survive long enough not to be taken by anything else, any other predator or any other illness, which pup would you pick if you were going to follow them from the side stories? Because it looks like we're about to make it with both of them, but many a time I have literally lost a puppy right here at the edges, and the night holds many secrets and many shadows, so I don't want to get too excited. Alright, let's pull ourselves up right over the ridge. Come on. Almost there. Come on, Nightpaw. Whew, this is the place you need to be. Now, if Onyx could just pick up Crow. Onyx seems to be... Oh no! What did I tell you guys? So many times, right at the very end, right at the edge, we have run into a predator hiding in the shadows. Oh, no, you don't. And done. All right, don't bring Nightpaw straight to the coyote. What was that nonsense? Oh my goodness. All right, Crow. Oh, that was a close one, little one. All right, there we go. Crow, Onyx, Nightpaw, come on. You're almost here, and I think that Dawn hopes that you're strong enough to be able to make it on your own two paws. And he's almost here. There we go. All right, you guys. We have made it. We have managed to arrive with a weak but still surviving young pup Crow. We have managed to survive with the pretty resilient and strong Nightpaw. And now it is up to all of you to decide which one of those two puppies you would like to follow in their side stories next. And we will be having a third litter with Dawn and Onyx, but you guys are going to have to face a very interesting set of choices over how we would protect that third litter now that Onyx's brother knows that we're in the area and we have healthy pups that could fill up the empty dens that the Dark Raven pack have been left with. So keep your eyes out for many a poll coming up, and I am very excited to see which one of the two wolf pups you pick, and continue to howl your support for our wolf pack. But I did want to let you guys know, as I wait for the poll results to come in, we may skip a daily episode here and there, not to deny your excitement for Wolf Quest, but to make sure everybody has a fair chance to pick something as important as figuring out whose side story we would go for and the fate of Dawn and Onyx's third and final pack. So, thank you guys so much for your encouragement as we dive back into the Wolf Quest stories, and I really hope we'll be able to make some progress on some of those huge and very difficult achievements. We might have to go back to Ancestor Blessings or something like that in order to survive taking out so many bull elk and cow moose and, oh my gosh, even the bull moose. How are you supposed to take out a bull moose without dying a million times? It's going to be a tricky one, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.